wish I could show Greg. Greg!
What? Oh.
You see the rocket?
You can see how thick it is, huh?
Wow.
It's not like, and yeah, I have my Chromebook.
It's very rockety.
Yeah, very rockety.
Yes.
Oh gosh. But yeah, SpaceX was like more slim. That's like kind of their whole thing. And then Bezos was kind of like slim with their suits, I think. But the rocket is definitely much more like huge and just like very thick.
Bezos was a little more slim thick.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh, Greg. Who gave this guy a mic?
Oh my lord. Let's see what else. I guess on the topic of that, and I think it's very crucial to mention this, is that NASA selected new astronauts. Good morning, good evening, and good night, Bulldogs, whichever time you're watching this. I'm Isaiah Ortiz.
And I'm Michelle Batram.
And you're watching The Bulldog
Bulldog
Experience. So we're back with another one. We have Victoria or Tori. What's your name again?
You know, I don't remember.
So she's the CEO of Bulldog TV right now.
Yes.
And you've never really like been on camera before.
No, I'm usually behind everything.
Like this is like your first time.
I know.
How does it feel?
Nervous.
Do
I
you-
don't like having a camera on me whatsoever. It's different though from being on behind the camera.
Yeah.
When
you're
have you
on
like been on
everything.
camera though on Bulldog TV?
Never. I don't think. Not that I
Really?
can think of. Right.
Dang.
I don't think I can.
Dang,
Yeah.
being called out right now. No,
I
just
know.
kidding. And
Not
then of
that
course,
I can remember. I think there was one point in a thank you video that you sent in a thank you.
Oh.
But other than that, 4 years, that's all
Yeah.
you've been in front of the camera for.
Mhm.
That's true.
Well, no, and then you have the intro for Bulldog
yeah.
TV we did last year or whatever, like coming
But
back
I
or
was in
whatever,
there for like
in the studio.
6 seconds
Yeah.
in the video.
Oh gosh, and then of course we have Jacob and Greg. You? No, just kidding. Oh,
You
just
know,
kidding.
It's very hurtful.
You're pulling all the work back there, Greg.
Well, someone had to do it.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can't leave you out, Greg. But anyways, we have 4 topics again. Usually it's always going to be 4 topics. So for our first topic, the CASB, which stands for what? Wait, I'm so confused. What?
The
The headphones.
Oh, the
We have to
headphones?
talk.
Oh
about
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
headphones.
The
The
headphones.
Sennheiser headphones.
Sorry. I was just gonna like go through the topics, but
This is more important.
yeah. So the CASB, and then the headphones, and then Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the Omicron coronavirus variant. But to start off, we have the headphones, of course, and they look very sweet.
Yes.
And the person who emailed us, so we had Jacob email the company who responded was Kyle Sullivan, who is the head of marketing for professional audio in the U.S. So that's pretty nice. And they're based in Germany. But yeah, so they responded like 10 minutes after Jacob had emailed them, and boom,
Sent
we have
us
5
headphones.
headphones that
Yeah.
are
Yes.
worth $100 per piece.
Wow.
So $500
Wow.
in headphones. So thank you, Sennheiser.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah, you
Sennheiser.
better say thank you.
Yes.
I know.
Gosh. No,
Jeez.
but yeah, we appreciate it a lot, and they look very nice. They sound very good, and yeah, let's get started with our first topic here. So, CASB.
CASB.
What does it stand for again?
Colorado Association of School Boards, isn't it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is
Literally,
correct.
I did not
Okay.
even remember what it
As
stood.
like
Oh
Come on,
my
Isaiah.
Oh gosh. So we had a little issue. No, but so the CASB, we basically got suited up. I got my nice suit and tie,
Mhm.
and y'all had your dresses or whatever, right? But Tori
I know.
couldn't make it. You want to explain why?
Being an adult is just not fun
No.
because you miss everything.
You're an adult.
I had to work,
Ew.
sadly.
Oh gosh.
But I was super excited for you guys.
Aw.
I was your guys' cheerleader from the background. I knew you guys would do
Yes.
good.
You should have just drove up there. You should have just been
I
like,
know.
I resign.
I
I'm
am
done.
leaving.
You're done. You're done with your job.
I am.
Anyways.
I am.
Yeah, so the CASB was very fun. We got to eat a lot of food.
I saw
Okay.
that.
What did you
Yes.
think of that salad?
The salad was very good. It reminded me of Taco Bell.
Really?
The
Dude,
Taco
I don't know
Bell.
what it
Like,
was.
do you
It
know
was
like the little red chips, right? They
Oh,
put
yeah.
it in the nachos at Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
it was like some
it
sort
was-
of Southwest
I've never
salad.
gotten a salad from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I
Well,
haven't
yeah,
either.
there's no salad at Taco
But
Bell.
you
It was
did-
well, you
nachos.
did-
Silly goose, I just said that.
Oh, in the nachos?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't know. It was just extraordinary.
It looked
Yes.
like you guys had fun. I saw
I feel so
I
bad
saw a
for
little
you.
bit. I know.
'Cause you
I
didn't
was,
get to experience it.
I
But
No, it
know.
was so cool. Like talking, I was on the side where I was working with the students,
mhm.
and not the school board people. But yeah, this talking to the students was so much fun.
Mhm.
Like everyone had just like great things to say, and it was so cool.
Yeah, so we got split into two different groups. I was in one group. Michelle was in a completely different group on the other side of the lake, right?
Yeah.
Of the CASB.
Yep.
And or the
Broadmoor.
Broadmoor. Yeah. Which is where it took place. It's the only 5-star hotel in Colorado,
Yes.
which was very just so fancy.
Did
It's
you
actually 5-star, 5 diamond. So
see 5 diamonds?
5
Yep.
diamond.
I don't even know what that is.
Did they get 5 diamonds?
I can't remember.
you think they find
I
diamonds?
want to say the diamonds are Forbes. So like the Forbes Fortune 500 list of like the most valuable companies on the
I
planet.
don't know.
I think that's where the diamonds come from. And then 5 stars something else. But in total, I think there's only like 100 resorts on the planet that
Oh.
have attained that level of like
That's-
class. So
Dang. Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Did you see the huge gingerbread house?
I didn't do.
There
I-
was a
I
gingerbread
literally
house?
wanted
Yes,
to see
okay.
it, but no.
I kind of thought it was just, made out of like some cardboard and stuff like that, but it was just this huge thing. You could walk inside of it. They had Santa sitting inside of it, and
Oh
it
my
was made
gosh.
out of I took a picture
Santa.
of like the ingredient list, and it was hundreds of pounds of flour and stuff like
Oh
that.
my gosh, it was an actual gingerbread house.
yes, it was
like,
real food. It was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Oh my
Man.
gosh, dude! I wish I would have seen it, but yeah. So we were split up into 2 groups, and Michelle, who were you with again? I know you were with Bree, Shelby,
Bree, Shelby,
Bella.
Bella, and Julissa.
and then I was with Yasani Austin, who was the producer. Yasani did the lights, and then Justice, she did a camera, and then Layla did a camera.
Very nice.
I think
So-
Austin, he was your producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was our producer. But what did everyone do in your group again? Brielle was the producer.
Brielle
I
was the
know that.
producer. Shelby was camera
Mhm.
1, I think.
Bella was also a camera,
Yeah, Bella was
which
camera.
she had a hard time.
And Julissa was lighting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Those
then-
cameras are big.
yeah.
so-
Jacob
No,
got
they were
footage of
very
her
hard to
just
set up.
struggling.
Yeah, we got into our first little spot where we were supposed to set up, and we found this cute little spot by a Christmas tree. And so we tried to set up there, but we had some issues trying to set up the camera, and then all of the students walked by us, and we never got an interview.
And
So we had to
then-
set up somewhere else.
And then of course we had Greg doing B-roll footage. Let's
Greg.
clap it up.
Yes, Greg.
Oh yeah.
And then we had South, we had Malachi, and then who were the two other kids again?
Someone named Tien, and
Yep.
I can't remember who the other guy was.
We had Tien, he's a junior, and then we had Jamal, who is a freshman,
Oh,
and
dang.
they were all great to work with. I loved it. It was cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
But
like you guys had really good times.
you're just gonna drag it on, huh?
Yeah.
You wish you were no,
No, I do. I did want to go.
I
with
wish
you
you
guys.
did, like go. I'm still
I
sad
know.
about it.
I
which
heard
is-
some fun things that happened, and then some, like the hamburgers.
Yeah.
No.
I'm glad I
Hey.
missed that, because if I had a raw meat, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Isaiah's hamburger was very, very, very undercooked. But
Yes.
we got it fixed. Got
It was
sent back.
terrible.
It was good.
at least you got it fixed.
We did get
Yeah,
it fixed
yeah.
though.
But after that, I don't know if I could eat it.
Yeah. It was just a situation. And Shelby ate all of.
I know.
Girl,
but-
she told me that she was feeling a little sick after that.
oh
she-
my gosh.
She was fine though. We were fine
Yeah,
after that.
she's
but
fine.
Still, it was bad. But
Just a little raw meat. It's okay.
Doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
but the food at the Broadmoor was extraordinary, which you missed out on. Bud.
Yes.
I know. I saw it. I don't know whose Snapchat it was, but I
Greg,
saw it on
who
there.
Yeah, it was
stole
probably
my
Greg.
Yeah, it
It
was,
was
photos.
yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
It was all
Isaiah was the
mine.
photographer.
Yes.
Was
Literally
he?
just
I think I remember
stole 'em.
taking those pictures.
Oh yes.
Greg.
Is
Yeah,
there-
just
Figure
stop
out
it.
a way to take you next year,
No.
because it'd be cool if we took Victoria next year. We got to figure out a
I-
way to get you
yeah.
there
I think
next
we
year.
should
Yes.
take Tori next year.
I
Just-
would love that.
should be
You're
done.
super senior.
Yes.
You're
I'll just come back.
yes.
Yeah.
I already told Jacob, I said to let me come back, especially when the new school comes, because
No, I
I want
know.
to see what it looks like.
That's exactly. I'm gonna use this
I
as
said.
my reason to come back to the new school
Yeah.
because I want to.
It's gonna be so weird, with all the technology and stuff. And I heard that, like, just all of it is just gonna be so weird. Being in a different building, seeing different rooms, and I don't know. It's really gonna be different.
Will you be the
But-
first graduating class in the new school, Isaiah?
Yes, I will
Wow.
be. And that's kind of why I came here, because I wanted to see the new school, and, see what's going on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food. So we had the salad. We had that bread. I don't even know what it was. It was like
It was a really
just
good roll.
really good bread.
It was really good bread.
And what else do we have? So we had the chicken, with barbecue sauce on it,
Yeah, and then it came with some rice,
rice,
with
cauliflower,
vegetables. Cauliflower.
which is oh no,
don't
I
like-
cannot eat cauliflower. That is just
I had a bite and it wasn't that bad, and I don't really like cauliflower that
Was
much.
it like
so. What?
steamed or something?
Yeah, but it was still crunchy.
Oh,
I didn't
Which is-
taste it because I
I
don't
don't-
like cauliflower.
Yeah, that's
I don't
okay.
mind vegetables like that. I feel like it would be good.
You gotta eat your vegetables,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
All right,
Yes.
you're done. I'm taking your Coke.
You know what, Isaiah? You've been trying to take that since I got here.
What does it say on it? Usually, it, like, says stuff on it, but
Like a,
I guess it doesn't. It says recycle me.
yeah.
That's boring. That's lame.
Oh my gosh.
No. What else? The dessert.
The dessert. I don't know what it
Oh,
was.
The dessert was.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was like really. It was really small. I think it should be a whole cake. But
Yeah.
whatever.
At my table, one of the South kids was like digging into his, and he was full, so he didn't want to eat it. But I think that the waiter thought that he didn't like it, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go get you kids something else." And he came back with brownies.
Dude, I literally wish they
Dude.
did that for
Oh
us.
my god.
They were so good.
Like, they should have brought us brownies. Like, hook us up here.
Yeah.
We're the
So-
press.
the press.
We're
We
the
had little
press.
official tags and
We're-
everything.
We're depressed. We're
Oh.
the press. No.
No.
But what else did we have? I think that was it.
I think that was it.
Yep.
The tea.
3-course meal. It was
The
good.
tea. That tea
Mhm.
was very good. Are you an unsweet or sweet tea person?
Sweet.
You,
Unsweet.
Like-
Victoria?
Oh
You,
my
Greg?
god, psychopath. I'm a sweet
Get her out.
person.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
No.
You're done.
If you get the
You're done.
okay, so if you get the sweet tea from McDonald's, that's what you get.
Oh yeah.
Sweet tea anywhere.
Dude.
Wait,
That's-
you're unsweet?
Unsweet.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I thought you
Uh-uh.
said sweet.
No.
What?
Dude,
Definitely
sweet tea is
not.
really
Greg, are
gross.
you hearing
It's
this?
it's so
Yeah.
We have
I-
2 psychopaths at the table here.
Oh my
That
god.
is so
I'm kind of
sweet.
scared now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yes.
Are you kidding
I-
me?
Tori's gonna like pull out a knife on me right now. Yeah.
I just can't believe you like sweet tea.
Yeah,
That's
don't-
just no.
No, it's
Don't say
gross.
anything more
No.
about sweet tea,
You're
or Tori's
going
gonna
in-
attack you.
For like a
Are we
refreshing
gonna
drink,
have an
right?
argument here? Are we gonna have a debate?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you want just a
Oh
refreshing
my
drink and you go and you
lord.
just get like a gulp of sugar.
Literally, that's all it is. It's
Every
sugar.
sweet tea. I've had so many different types, so I'm not just saying like I had one and it was really bad.
Yeah.
But
I can't believe they like unsweetened leaf water.
I feel like
really?
that's it's so
don't have any
refreshing.
taste.
it is.
They don't have any taste.
I know they need some help.
They stink. No. You're done. You're actually done for that. I cannot believe that you like unsweetened tea. Like it doesn't taste like anything.
We're gonna do a poll on this.
It tastes
and
like
I bet
why?
Yes,
you-
we should.
I have
Send out a
not met
poll.
anyone under 40 that likes unsweetened tea.
Go ahead and go down in the comments,
Wow.
and if you like
Yes,
unsweetened tea,
In the comments below.
you stink.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you like it, but like, how do you not like sweetened tea? Like,
Yeah.
you need to like both.
You just said you don't
You
mind
can't
if
just like
you-
one.
No.
Like, I did have a little sip of it when it was unsweetened, right?
Uh-huh.
Started taking a few more sips.
Okay.
It
Okay.
wasn't bad, but like,
Do you not like it because it tastes like kind of bitter?
it tastes like nothing.
Okay, but some people said that they don't like it because it kind of tastes bitter and it has no flavor. But I feel like it's good. Like
It
it's
definitely
refreshing.
does. If you get the right one, it has lots of flavor.
Yeah, don't get like the
Mm,
dark black tea or something, diet tea or something like
Ugh,
that. I
gross.
don't. Do they even have that?
diet tea.
Because
Diet-
one
Whoa.
of them,
Well,
one of them does
unsweet
taste.
teas should be like diet already, right? Because there's
True.
nothing in it but
Yeah.
some leaves. I don't know. Jacob, sweet or unsweet tea?
Yeah,
Be the
Oh, I'm
tiebreaker.
sweet. I'm sweet.
Wait,
Oh my
Yep.
god.
he's sweet.
We just have this finalized right now.
Well, no, that makes sense. Jacob's like over 40, so you know it checks out.
Oh my god.
Checks out.
We're just old souls. We just like that,
yes.
Great.
and I don't mind being old soul.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like coffee or no?
Yes.
No.
I know
get
you
Get
do,
it
Isaiah,
out.
pulling up in your with your cold brew every
know.
single day.
He drinks like
You know,
5
I've
I don't know
actually
how you-
stopped.
everything.
I've stopped drinking the cold brew. I've started drinking
For like a
tea.
day. Okay.
No, like for a week.
Yeah, that's not
For
good
like a
for
few
you to
weeks.
drink that much coffee.
So I'm gonna die anyways.
But like,
So you're done.
okay, you have like years on you, Isaiah.
What?
You have years on you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
No, I'm just
do.
kidding. I do, but like
But
still,
how? How can you
live
drink
your
that much
life.
coffee though? I'd be so sick during the day.
I don't drink
No.
all of it.
Then why do you get a Trenta?
Well,
Yeah,
I like to
he
save it
gets
for
a big
later.
one.
Yeah. What?
save it for later.
You'll have
It's-
that thing all day, like full 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay, I'm sorry that you don't like coffee that much like me. Okay, you don't. You're not like a true coffee supporter,
Okay.
and you don't even speak
You're
to
lying.
me. Don't
He
even
said-
talk anymore.
He said it doesn't bother him, but yet he's coming after us this
No,
whole
I know.
time.
Calling me not
No,
a coffee
that
supporter.
does bother me. You bother me. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. You two.
That's just the way it is,
Unsweetened
Isaiah.
tea. Anyways, so we obviously had Donnie Rubal and Dalton. What's his last name?
Sprouse.
Sprouse.
Sprouse, yeah.
Running the show, and we love them. Donnie, we work with Donnie for football, and he directs pretty much like all the film and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Dalton is like, what is his position again?
He is the district director of communications.
Yeah, so he's like above him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Not saying
So-
that in a mean way. Jeez. Calm down. No, but yeah, we love them.
Mhm.
And
And we
we-
had John Pompey. with
John
us.
Oh,
Pompey.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he's the social media director.
For
If I remember right.
D60.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're all amazing.
And then
Mhm.
didn't they say he was like part of the Pueblo Chieftain or something?
Yeah, he wrote
Mhm.
for them for
Yeah.
He was
a long
for
Oh,
quite a
he
while
was.
before he got to the district. And it was a perfect fit when he did come to the district because he was in the, like he wrote on education stories. So stories
Mm.
about schools and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So he's basically writing about the same thing, except he works for the district now. So
Mhm.
that was a perfect little fit when they had hired him. And the three of them make up an incredible communications team that's just supplemented by students from here and students from South. So it's one great big kind of media machine. It's a really cool thing to get to be a part of. So
Mhm. Wow.
Hopefully, in these next few years, we'll be getting some more students from the other two schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I heard Central was applying for the program.
that's
Like
what
it
I
was-
heard. I
Really?
think they have a very early one. And East, they've showed some interest too. So if you have all four, I mean, we're gonna be ruling
They
Okay.
better
the world
chill.
once we have
They
that
better.
nailed down. So
Oh, if they come at us,
There's gonna be some competition.
Yeah, but I think, when it
We're
comes down to
prepared.
it, nothing will beat our podcast setup, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. This setup is amazing. I know you guys talked about it in your first episode, but it really
I mean,
is.
literally,
It's so cool.
it is a once in a lifetime thing, literally, because
It's
this is
cool.
like expensive to
Yeah.
do.
Is money all you care about?
Yeah, I care about money. Give me that dollar. All
Mhm.
right, no, but like everything is just like really high tech and just expensive, and we really went all out with this. We did. But is there anything else about like the CASB? Do you want to explain how you were singing with the
Oh my gosh.
students?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That was so much fun. So, Jacob left the room where we were doing our interviews to set up. He had to go get something, talk to some people. And so that kind of left us to do the interviews on our own. And I interviewed 6 students and 1 school board member. And then after that, Brielle just hopped on the piano that was by there, and she just started playing it. And everyone knew the song, and it was kids from Harrison. And I mean, we just jammed out. It was such a good time. It was so, like, it was really awesome to be able to share that energy with people.
I know,
you
I saw it. And
Especially
you
with
guys
people
were
like you just met.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh my
And it was so
gosh.
cool because one of the girls is a volleyball player, and she
Oh, wow.
recognized Brielle and Shelby.
Wow.
So
That's
they'd
cool.
actually seen each other before, which was really cool.
I know you guys had your flashlights on your phone. You guys were just really singing your
Yes.
hearts out.
It was the whole concert experience.
Yeah.
I actually asked like a lot of the school board members and like the superintendents and stuff, like if they heard anything about Centennial, and they never really heard anything. But like, where is Harrison? Do you know where it is or no?
It's in Springs.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we passed
Yep.
by it on the way to on the way to the Proudmoore.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Harrison
Oh.
it's right.
Wait, is that District 2?
It's like
Yeah, District
Harrison
2
RE2
Harrison.
or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, Harrison is right on kind of like around I-25 around Circle. So they're like right there at the Broadmoor.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Let's see. So, can't think of anything else from the CASB. Let's think. I don't know. It was just really fun.
Well, maybe explain kind of what
Oh,
CASB
what the
was.
CASB
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
The
You
main
were
thing.
talking
Yeah,
about the
yeah, yeah.
food and everything
I
like that,
know.
but
Yeah, we had to
now
go
you could
through
say like
everything that we ate.
yeah. Now you could say like exactly what CASB is.
Yeah. So, the CASB is basically where all the superintendents and all the school board members and student leaders come and they meet at the Broadmoor at the CASB Convention, and they have different conferences to fix any problems that are going on, or just, giving out ideas, advice, and stuff like that. So that's what the CASB is.
Mhm.
And I want to say a couple years ago, it was only, like, I think they were missing one school district in the state. Now it's all, I believe, 178 school districts in the state of Colorado
Jeez.
that send representatives to CASB. So
Mhm.
it's a really cool event to be at. And like you said, they just share ideas and talk, and just for the betterment of public education. It's a really cool experience to get to meet those people, make connections, and things like that. So it's a fun event to go to.
All right. I don't really know where to start.
Looking forward to next year,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, next year
So.
is definitely gonna
Yep.
be crazy and be a little bit different with you gone.
I
I'm
know.
gonna be sad.
No, she's gonna go.
I am
We'll make her
gonna
go.
Well, yeah, and then Greg.
I will make time.
Yes.
I don't care.
Not even
Has to
for your
happen.
job.
No, not
You'll just be
even
like,
for my job.
I'm done. I'm done
Yeah.
with this. Get a grip.
I will.
Get a grip. And then Greg is gonna be gone. I won't be sad.
Yeah,
Oh,
I won't be
so
coming
cool.
back either.
So, just
I'll be at a minimum 5 hours away. I'm
5
saying
hours away.
sayonara.
A minimum.
sayonara. Oh Lord.
Which I don't know if I ever knew where Tori's going to college. Are you staying here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
I can't leave home.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about it. I was like, I don't really want to stay in Pueblo for very long, but I was like, no, it's easier because my house is down here, and there's
No,
a good school over here too.
Yeah, it is
I
a good
mean,
school, and it's super
yeah.
easy. You don't have to pay for like a dorm. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
if you want to, you could, but you still have like a house to go to.
Yeah. I mean, the whole like full college experience, I would love to like be in a dorm and like just experience all that, but I don't know. I feel like it's easier when I'm down here,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
I'm
and-
probably gonna waste money on traveling anyway.
Exactly.
So
Is the
Yeah.
cost justified?
yeah.
Like, is spending 4 years in a dorm really justified to pay $60,000 a year?
I agree.
True.
I don't think so.
What do you guys think of college? Like, I mean, is it scary or is
I
it
mean,
like?
it's scary. Like all of the things you have to do before you go into college,
Exactly.
that's stressful. Like
Mhm.
applying for scholarships and different things like that. It's just really stressful, and it's a lot of things that you have
Mhm.
to do. Like it may seem like a lot, but in the end, like once you're there, you're probably like, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, by far the worst part is the application process.
Yes,
Oh Lord.
definitely.
Something I don't think Tori would know. That was probably the worst part of the whole thing. So a guy, I'm turning 18.
Greg, I'm working on that, okay?
Well, no. So I'm turning 18, so I have to apply for the draft, right?
Oh, okay.
But I'm not 18, and you can't apply until you're, I think, 17 in 9 months. Well, when I was applying, I was 17 in 8 months. And so they make you answer if you've applied to the draft or not.
Oh.
And so
God.
by the time that the colleges would see the application, I would have applied.
What was that?
But
Sorry.
at the time, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to consider, like, do I commit a federal crime or not?
Yeah. I flip a
And
coin. Am I
falsifying
going to jail?
documents about whether
Really?
whether or not I'm in the draft or not.
Yeah. Flip a coin. Either I'm going to jail for 30 years or I'm not.
Yep.
Who knows?
Mhm.
I think,
But it is very true. The stressful part is scholarships.
yeah, I agree.
God.
That's the tough part. But for the most part, each year after that gets a lot easier. So, because I'm
Yeah.
in my final year, I graduate June. I only have one semester left come Friday. Actually, when this comes out. So I only have one
Nice.
semester left, and it gets easier as you go along.
Yeah.
Especially once you're like once your gen eds are out of the way and everything like that, and you're physically in your department and you're just working on major requirements, it kind of it gives you the sense of like a family almost. Because like once you're in your department, you know all your professors, you know the people that are in it, you know the people in your major, things like that. So it's not like you're going into a class every semester and it's a completely new group of people. You start to see the same people once you're doing your major work, and that becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
So it is very true that starting off, it's a little tough, but I mean, once you get the hang of it, I mean, you're smooth sailing in it.
Wow.
And Tori and Greg, you're not going to have any trouble. I'm not
Hopefully.
worried about either of you.
Rare insight from
I'm
a
Yeah.
very
professional.
worried about you guys.
I'm, you know,
No, you guys will do great. I'm not worried about you.
no,
You're
there's
prepared.
Like, there's a lot of things you have to do too before you leave high school. And like, I think our seniors last year kind of scared me because they were all stressed trying to get everything done and like turned in and like paying your fees and everything. And that's what I'm stressed about.
It didn't
feel
help
like-
that they were in the middle of COVID, so it's probably more stressful for them.
True, but I felt like that was like it our sophomore year too, and our freshman year. Like they were just all stressed
out.
on edge because
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that we're talking about this, considering I had my counselors come in, took up econ, which is my second hour, with Miss Shipley. But I had the counselors come in, and they basically were just talking about college and scholarships, and I was just like,
every time they bring that
I'm
up
getting
to me,
old.
yeah.
oh.
Every time
boy.
they bring that up to me, I'm all start stressing out.
I know, but they really did kind of open my mind to like, you know, the
Yeah.
scholarships and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So definitely gonna be looking forward to
Yeah.
that, applying for them.
Scholarships
taking
are a
all that
good
time.
thing.
They are.
The
Mhm.
less
They
that
are.
you pay out of pocket or with a loan, the better off you're going to be in life.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So
That's
and
the
and the other thing is people always go for the big, huge, gigantic scholarships that are like full rides.
Yeah.
Still apply for those, but also don't forget about the little ones. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I
Because
was
those ones are the
I was a
easiest.
Kane finalist. Heather got a Kane, who was on the podcast last week.
Mhm.
She received a Kane. I was a finalist, didn't receive it. But I had enough small ones that it didn't matter if I had the Kane or not, to where I think at most, and I've made money in semesters, which is when you have more scholarship money than your tuition. So they give you a check, and whatever's left over, you pocket that. And then I also, I mean, the most I've paid a semester is like $400, $500. So those little ones go a long way. If you have 10 little ones, you don't need one big one. And the little ones are easier to get.
Yeah. Also, that TV, it just like changed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think it was my knee.
Oh.
We're still on, though.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Great.
Okay. I was like, are we
but-
done?
Are we done?
Um,
Barely even started.
I know.
Get going.
Okay, get going on our other topics. So, it's actually funny once again because we have the CEO of Bulldog TV here, right?
Right, right.
And
I
then we
think
have
so.
CEO Bezos,
Yes.
CEO Musk, Elon Musk.
Musk.
Yeah. What do you guys think about them? Like, I don't know.
Well, like I was saying before we started, could you imagine having that much money and having that much power?
Right.
Like, really though?
I don't want to see what you do with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
You better be
Oh,
careful.
I'd probably
lordy.
go
True.
bankruptcy and lose all my money.
Oh, my
Be
lordy.
careful about what we say. Elon's gonna turn off the brakes on the
True.
Tesla.
True.
I know.
I know.
Oh,
Jacob, be
no.
careful.
Jacob, yeah.
He's
Be
the only
careful.
one that has a Tesla.
Yeah.
The rest
That's
of us
true.
are okay though.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine.
We're
We're
okay.
good.
Yep.
Unless somehow Eli sends out his Tesla robots.
True.
I don't even know how that became a thing. Wasn't it like, I swear he said something about robots.
He did. It was just at a shareholders meeting. He just said, "Oh yeah, we got another thing. We're making a Tesla robot." And then he said like it can lift like 2 tons. And like they have a kill
What?
switch in case it ever becomes self-aware and starts to attack the humans, and
Oh my
all
god.
that stuff, and that was it.
You
And
have
then
to
that was it.
prepare for
He
that?
left
No.
the shareholders meeting. That was it.
He was thinking ahead, I guess.
On that topic of how random Eli is. Or
Eli.
sorry.
Disrespecting
It's
Elon
his
only
Musk.
Eli
name.
for his close friends.
Yeah. But Elon. Yeah, got it right. No. Elon Musk is just very random, and he's just done so many things like that. With the flamethrower, he made this like small flamethrower and called it like he had this thing going. It was called like the Boring Company.
Which it's still around.
Yeah, it's still
Yep.
around. And he tweeted, the rumor that I'm secretly creating a zombie apocalypse to generate demand for flamethrowers is completely false. Like,
That's sad that
It
he
was-
has to make that
No, I
claim
know.
and say, yeah, I'm really not doing that.
I don't know why. He's not selling flamethrowers. He's just selling the parts for flamethrowers.
they're actually
Well,
called
no,
not a
they were
flamethrower.
assembled, but they were called not a
Yeah.
flamethrower because they essentially what they were is he put like a cover on a road torch that they use like when they paint roads and stuff. I don't know if you've ever driven by and seen them before. It's a wild thing to see. Like when they're doing the crosswalks and stuff. But essentially it's just a road torch that he put like a casing around. And it just has a little propane tank that like you take camping with. For like the little heaters and stuff. That was all it was, yeah. But I think he sold something like 25,000 in the first 28 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Before that, he sold hats, and that was something I want to say it was like 5 million hats in 48 hours. And all they said was a Boring Company.
That's crazy. I think I remember the story, but I don't remember it. How did they say he started off or something? Was that him who started
have
off in
no
his
idea.
garage or something like that? And
That
then
Isn't that all of
was-
them?
I
Like
have an
every story
article.
you hear
I
from
have-
billionaires, they all start in their
was-
garage.
So I don't know if Tesla started in the garage.
I don't
No.
think so. He made.
But
He had
it
other
was
companies
PayPal.
first, didn't he?
He was PayPal. So you know PayPal?
yeah.
He was the founder of PayPal. Sold it for I want to say like 42 million.
Co-founder.
Yeah, he was, but it was his brother who was the other founder, I think. And his brother actually lives in Boulder. He has a restaurant up there. Never been to it. I want to go though.
Probably like sells like just
It's probably so expensive.
Mediocre
Yeah.
steak for like $100.
mediocre
Yeah.
steak. I don't even know what they would sell. Something crazy, I bet.
Probably.
His brother's like, I don't even know what his brother's like. I don't know. I've never
didn't
heard
even know he
anything
had
from him.
one.
I know. I
No,
didn't even
neither
know
did I.
till now. But founder of SpaceX, Neuralink. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's
Oh God.
yeah, I've heard of that before. I think they do. I don't know if this is something different that he's doing, but I know that he has, like, he's not like testing on animals, but just running tests on them. He has like chips that go in the brain that are supposed to like stop seizures
Oh,
and
Oh, that's nice.
extend
Yeah.
memory and stuff
Huh.
like that. I think.
Yes, that is true. And even to where, so it's being tested, I think in pigs right now,
Yeah.
if I
yeah.
remember right. And eventually, once it's like ready for human use, we essentially we're basically computers. We can connect to computers. If you wake up one day and you're taking a trip to France, you just wake up, log into the computer, download French into your brain, and
Oh
you
my
go to France.
gosh. That's
That's the ultimate plan, according to Elon.
that's crazy.
Nah, that's kind of scary.
There
I
was
don't even know.
there was this one
Terminator?
movie.
Did someone say Terminator?
Yeah, with his robots. Yeah.
It is. But there was this one movie that I was watching, and I don't remember. I think it was called Time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally have the time thing on their wrist, and if your time ran out, like you would like pay in time. It was weird. It was a cool movie, but
Mm-hmm.
Just the thought of like all that is just scary. Like download French into your brain.
and that's
Nah.
it. Just go on your computer real quick.
That's like just scary, and like I don't even know how that would work, but I don't know. Like it's like
It's crazy to think that something like that could actually happen. Like there's
yeah,
a possibility.
especially with like technology.
Yeah.
That's like weird. Like with the chip, I just can't see it happening.
Yeah.
He's just He's just messing around, I think.
He's just messing around.
Fooling around. But so key takeaways of him. He was born and raised in South Africa. Musk spent time in Canada before finally moving to the U.S. Educated at the University of Pennsylvania in physics and all sorts of stuff like that. And then, of course, the other thing with PayPal. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Another thing about Tesla. So we mentioned this on the last podcast, or I think it was the one before, I don't know. But we talked about how he launched a Tesla into space and like it flickered
Mhm.
and it wasn't actually in space and it was like in a studio.
What?
So he was like sending out a message or something like that, you know, like just saying something. So
It wasn't real.
it wasn't real.
Huh.
And it was like, it was for real. Like it was in a studio. Like you could
Yeah.
literally tell.
Are you
It
sure we
had-
talked about this? I don't remember that.
We did talk about it.
We
Well,
did. I think it was the
kinda.
very first episode.
Okay.
But I looked more into it. That was an edit made by someone that someone posted to social media.
Oh, really?
They did actually launch one.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't trust
crazy.
anything anymore,
I
I
know.
tell you.
It's so true. It looked like it was like actually like real to
Glitching.
me. I remember seeing it, but and then we have Jeffrey, our silly little guy.
Silly Jeff.
Jeff Bezos, who isn't the richest man anymore. That's Elon. He took that spot, and he's probably mad about it. He's probably, like, so
upset.
mad. He blasted into space. Yeah, blasted into space in his rocket, which is he's like the second billionaire in just over a week to ride his own spacecraft. And that was a while back, but
And I think his is Blue Origin. Is that right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
He's Blue Origin and Elon is SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, geez, looking at the rocket right here, looks completely different. Like, just look at that. SpaceX is more slim. You see
Mhm.
how like literally so
That's
like
very
just
thick.
huge? Yeah, it's thick. Here, let's see. See that?
Oh, jeez.
Wish I could show Greg. Greg,
What? Oh.
You see the rocket?
you can see how thick it is, huh?
Wow.
It's not like and yeah, I have my Chromebook.
It's very rockety.
Yeah, very rockety.
Yes.
Oh gosh. But yeah, SpaceX was like more slim. That's like kind of their whole thing. And then Bezos was kind of like slim with their suits, I think. But the rocket is definitely much more like huge and just
Bez-
like very thick.
Bezos was a little more slim thick.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
Man.
gosh, Greg. Who
Man.
gave this guy a mic?
Oh my lord. Let's see what else. I guess on the topic of that, and I think it's very crucial to mention this, is that NASA selected new astronaut recruits to train for future missions. And they actually have a picture of
God,
them right
that
here.
picture, I don't know. It kind of scares me. I don't know why.
Like imagine going into space.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I
you're gonna
cannot do
throw
that.
up.
And then that tight space. Do you know how much like stuff they have to go through in order to prepare themselves before they go?
And me and Jacob were talking about it last night about how like when you go into space, what if you get lost? Like what if, because they have to go outside, you know, like of the station or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or stuff like that, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
When they
you're
go outside,
absolutely screwed.
yeah. Like what if the
That's-
thing, I don't know what they're called, right? It's just like a thing that hooks
Like
hooks
little
onto it.
tethers?
Like a
Attach-
tether,
yeah,
yeah.
tethers.
Mm-hmm.
And like what if that just broke?
Yeah. At that point, there's nothing they can do. You're just gone.
It's like Among Us.
You'll just float away.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they would just float away.
Literally,
Yeah.
you just float away
And then you starve to
at
death.
whatever speed you were floating until you starved to death.
Yeah.
Because Isaiah said, well, what if you like crash into a planet? I said, you'll die of starvation or thirst far before you make it to a planet. On a rocket, it's going to take us 6 months to get to Mars.
I could not do that.
You just like kind of have to think about, or like you'll run out of oxygen or whatever. How that works.
Yeah, probably eventually.
Yeah, that I would never want to.
Like,
Die
but
ever
being
like
in that
that.
tight space though,
Ugh.
and like not having any control, pretty much.
I think I would be calm.
You'd be
Oh,
calm.
yes.
Yeah,
You
because I
you
know
would.
at that point I'd be like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Just enjoy the pretty view.
And
Yeah.
just hope like an alien finds me or
An
something.
alien.
Yeah.
Saves your life.
So yeah, we have a picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people are going, right?
What's the
Mhm.
group called?
It's essentially just the next
Yeah. It's
Astronaut
not really
class
called
that-
anything.
NASA selected. And so it's for, they selected 10 out of 12,000 people.
Mhm.
And they are part of the Artemis program, which is NASA's next move to return to the moon and then eventually Mars.
Mhm.
So like way back in the early 60s, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, that group was the astronaut class selected for Gemini, or I think it's Gemini or something like that, Gemini, that were then carried to the Apollo program, which of course Apollo 11 was the first mission to land on the moon. So this is just the next program. This is Artemis. And so this is the 10 that were selected for Artemis.
Mhm. Just kind of reading it here.
Which
so-
one was from Colorado?
Oh yeah, yeah. You said that. Wait, what was he like?
I can't
she?
remember her name, but she is an Air Force major. I
Yeah.
want to say
Yeah.
So Colorado native, went to the
Mhm.
Air Force Academy.
It's Nicole Ayers.
That's right.
or
Yep,
Ayers, yeah.
that's her. She went to the Air Force Academy and
Mhm.
flew, what was it, like 200 combat hours?
Yep, 200 combat hours and more than 1,150 hours of total flight time in the T-38 and the F-22 Raptor fighter jet. So scary, obviously, in combat.
Mhm.
That is a long amount of time, especially in combat. And she led the first ever all-woman formation of the aircraft in combat, I think. Yeah. And she's one of the few women currently flying the F-22. So, yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, they selected those people. And I don't know. How would you feel, like, how would you, like, adjust to, like, space and stuff like that? Like,
Well,
literally how? You would throw up at first, and then after
yeah.
that,
Well, don't they do
you
like
have
that
to
thing?
exercise
Yeah.
and just all of that stuff, and it's, like, annoying.
Don't they do that thing where like when the rocket shoots up first, but they're like in that thing because it's like pushes them down, I guess.
Yeah.
So they practice that, and I guess they have to like focus on their breathing and stuff. It's like a 60-second thing that they have to do before they go
What?
into space or something. I don't know. I saw a
If they,
video on
what
it.
if they, like, screw up
Is
their
that how
breathing? Will
they-
they, like, die?
Yeah, you have to like they teach. Well, I mean, you wouldn't die. Like it's just
Oh.
Probably pass out.
they would. Yeah, you'd pass out.
Oh,
But-
Lord.
They like have to practice their breathing. I'm pretty sure.
Just imagine living in space, though.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
it would be cool, but scary.
I don't think so. I don't know.
You
It's
wouldn't
just
want to?
scary. No,
No.
I think space is scary.
It is scary in the sense of how much technology, like, we have now. Like, we don't have a lot of technology.
Yeah.
And obviously we have to make a lot of adjustments to how people are living up there. I mean, we don't even have, like, the technology, and this is going to be, like, way into the future where we're going to have the technology to, like, be on the ground.
Yeah.
We, don't have to exercise anymore, and we can, like, walk around normally and have,
Yeah, you're
Normal
saying like
gravity.
generating
Yeah.
artificial gravity, yeah.
yeah. So, I don't know. And that's, like, a whole nother thing, too, floating
Mhm.
and just moving around. Like, I don't even know how they do that. Do they just, like, have these bars, I think?
Yeah.
They just move around.
I don't know about
Just
the
like-
food though.
The food?
The food, yeah. It's
Uh,
dried, isn't it? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I need a real meal. I like
It's-
my food.
It's like an MRE or whatever, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You'll
It's like
be
a dried
fine.
cracker.
You'll be fine.
It's probably so dry.
Yeah, no.
I could not do that.
I don't know. Don't they like? Can't be dry.
It
Like,
is, isn't
completely-
it? It's like
Yeah, I think it is.
Don't
I
they
mean,
have ice cream as well?
yeah, but it's
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 dried.
like a dried cracker.
I feel like we did
That's how
talk
it
about
looks.
this. Didn't I say this on
Yeah.
like the first episode
did in
that
the
I
first
tried
episode.
astronaut food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Tori would want us to spend $256 million to ship her a meal from the
Yes.
Broadmoor
I would.
for an evening.
That sounds perfect.
Oh gosh.
Let's make that happen.
Yes.
We're
'Kay.
gonna make it happen.
Okay.
We will. All right. So, the next topic, I wanted to talk about Jeff Bezos more, and just like the hecklers. Even though you guys, flame me for saying hecklers,
I just don't know what that word means. You
Yeah.
know? Never heard that.
it just means hooligans. All right. It just means
Hooligans.
people who are, I don't know.
What did you say, Greg?
That are flaming him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
That's it.
flamers. And there was just like this whole thing about how like everyone just didn't like Jeff Bezos, and even a song was made about him. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do
Do
it.
it.
Pave the way. So this article is from Jackson Journal. Don't really know anything about them, to be honest, but we'll read it and see what they have to say. So
The shade.
They're probably like this high-end company, and Isaiah's like, I know nothing about them.
Yeah,
I
literally.
don't chill. Do you?
No,
Do you?
No.
I'm gonna know.
Exactly.
Ask
that's what
Jacob.
I'm
If
saying.
Jacob doesn't know them, then it's actually.
See?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think I've ever heard of him.
Okay,
Okay.
we're good.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're fine.
Oh, we're good.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're good. Anyways, why does everyone hate Jeff Bezos?
I don't hate Jeff Bezos. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't really like him, but I like Amazon.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
one of the biggest things was about the, I don't know, like the abuse of
Oh, the treatment of their
the
employees.
the treatment. I shouldn't say abuse, like they're whipping
Abuse.
them.
No.
No,
It's just not like a healthy
it wasn't
environment.
right.
No.
Like what they were doing over there, and I guess Jeff Bezos got heckled for it. It's
Yes.
always unexpected though when I say it to you guys. You're just like,
It's, I don't know. It's funny when you say it.
but let's see. So they start off by saying with how he treats. They did not even do this right. They literally said, "Let's first start off with how he treats him employees."
I don't
Employees.
think this is a credible source.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that gives you your answer of how big they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They're
exactly
not
what I
that
mean.
big.
Who's your writer?
We'll see what they talk about.
Middle
Alright.
schooler.
Well, it's pretty long actually.
Mm.
There's just a little mistake. Alright, let's get over it. Gosh.
Isaiah's
Stop
talking like
hating.
he wrote this.
I know.
Are you sure you
Getting
didn't write this?
defensive. I think he's just acting. You
I
do know
did
who they
write
are.
This. I did. That's why I hate Jeff Bezos.
He does know who they are because he wrote it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whatever. Anyways, enough out of you. Well, what is this? Oh. Wait, so it says in the book, The Everything Store, author Brad Stone depicts Jeff Bezos' tendency to go ballistic when an employee doesn't meet his expectations. The businessman has a pattern of throwing bitter insults at any unfortunate employee that's in his eye range. Amazon veterans have actually thrown together a list of the harshest things Jeff Bezos has said, ranging from, "Why are you wasting my life?" and "I'm sorry, did I take my stupid pills today?" to even going as far as labeling his employees as incompetent. Some of these...
Okay, I think that's kind of funny though.
I
Did
think
take
that
my
last one was the
Did I
lesser
take
one.
my stupid pills today?
I don't know. I feel like somebody like him though would want, not necessarily saying that that's okay to treat your workers like that, but I'm just saying somebody like him would want something to be a certain way or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like
I
he
mean-
has to do it himself.
Yeah.
a lot of people started talking about this, especially on TikTok
Yeah.
and that song, right? So usually when that stuff kind of happens, it's usually true.
Yeah.
It's usually true, but yeah, definitely not good at all. So it says some of these attacks are justified, such as when someone tries to take credit for someone else's. Another grammar mistake. It said someone else work. But there are cases where employees could get yelled at just for not answering a question fast enough. Not only is Jeff Bezos foul to his employees, he encourages them to be harsh towards their co-workers too.
See, I heard something completely different.
What?
I just heard that, like, the conditions that they had to work in, they didn't get, like, a long lunch break, and they had to
That's what I heard as
go
well.
all the way across the warehouse or something to get this, and lifting heavy boxes.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't know it was
I
about,
heard
like,
way worse stuff.
stupid pills.
like labor.
I
Yeah.
heard they give them a break, like a break room, like it's literally like a porta potty sized room, and when they want to break,
my
they go
gosh.
sit in it, and after like 10 minutes, it just like cuts off, and they have to get out or they're gonna die.
Oh, what?
Oh, yes. No. Not gonna
Well,
die.
obviously it's an exaggeration,
Is
but
that a movie,
Oh.
Greg?
excuse you.
Greg's just remembering a movie he watched last night.
I think so.
Yeah, it
No, but
was
that's
The
terrible,
Wolf of
though.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
It was the Wolf of
The
Wall
Law
Street.
Street?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
What is that movie?
What?
know
You've
what it
never
is?
Oh
seen The
my
Wolf of Wall
God.
Street?
I just bumped this.
How have you
Kicking
not
our
seen
setup?
I've seen like part of it, but then I like stopped watching it because like, okay,
Dude,
yeah,
literally someone else was talking about that, and I was like, what is that?
you don't know.
It's
I
like-
don't know either, so it's okay.
Oh,
It's
you don't know?
okay.
I thought you said you did
Isaiah,
know.
No.
he's not 18 yet. It's rated R. He can't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't watch that. Don't you have to
I'm
be
gonna
17?
get you, Jacob. I'm gonna get you. No, literally, what even
Is
it
R
about?
17?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's-
thought it was 18.
It's for
Yeah.
like the seniors who want to go with their friends that aren't quite 18 yet.
Oh, okay, so that's why they did it 17. All right, makes sense.
Oh gosh. So we have a video here. Jeff Bezos being heckled by a couple in the streets. That's what the title is. That's why I kept saying it. So
Heckled.
here, I'll try to turn up my volume here.
Yes.
So you can hear it. I hope it's not too loud.
Hey Jeff, do you feel bad when your Amazon workers die in the warehouse sometimes?
Hey Jeff, nice lazy eye. I wish money could fix that.
Hey Jeff, do you feel bad when your Amazon workers die in the warehouse sometimes?
Hey Jeff, nice lazy eye. I wish money could fix that.
We're back, Bulldogs.
Wow, dramatic.
Oh my.
So, the lady in that video, and I guess it was her boyfriend or her friend or whatever, basically saw Jeff in public,
And called him
Jeffy,
out.
and called him out.
Jeffy.
Yeah.
Heckled.
Yeah,
Heckled.
heckled. Thank you. You said it for me.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Good job, Michelle.
Now you're
thank
a part
you.
of the trend.
Heckled community.
Heckled
The
community. It's a
heckled
club.
community. Yeah, it's a club now.
Oh.
The Jeff Bezos heckled community.
Oh my gosh.
That clip is so funny. Like, just literally imagine seeing Jeff Bezos in public and you're just literally calling him out. And he had like a security guard, right?
Yeah.
And if you could see in the video closely enough, you can see him, like the security guard, he like kind of like stopped
Uh-huh.
as he was opening the door for Jeff. And he left it open as Jeff was like literally in the car already, so he could have just shut it. But he let them finish what they were saying.
I mean, he's probably telling us something.
Oh man, that's just. Oh, I just know he yelled at his security guard. He just got a gun and was just like,
He
Do
heckled
you have
him.
your stupid pills?
"Yeah, did you have your stupid pills?" But according to the New York Times, Bezos and Amazon have thrown the concept of teamwork right into the trash. So that's the other thing. We kind of talked about that before about his employees and how he encourages them to be harsh towards their co-workers too. So yeah, we have that. And to our last topic, the Omicron variant. And it's a serious thing. There's not a lot of information about it yet, and it is in Colorado.
It is?
Yeah,
I
that's what
heard
Jacob
about-
said earlier.
Yeah. There's like one case or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
so-
is, yeah. I haven't heard if there's a second case, but it's just like when Delta came around.
Mhm.
We the places that always get it first in the U.S. are the places that have the international airports. And so, like, California had one, they have LAX.
Yeah.
We had one, we have DIA. So the only weird one out of the first three was Minnesota. I have no idea how one made it to Minnesota. Because that doesn't make sense.
I know.
I think they're
caught
just
it in
placing
DIA.
random people just to
Oh,
keep this
mm.
going. Like, gosh. No, like, how would that even happen? Like it was just one, like, single case in Minnesota?
Yeah, it's the introvert community. They don't want to talk to people and they want to keep the masks. So they're just planning the cases all around. They've only got 3 out so far, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully no more. Shouldn't
Well,
even happen.
that's up for debate because preliminary reports from South Africa and stuff like that, because that's where it started. Which it's funny how every episode we have always comes full circle. Elon Musk is from South Africa, so
TikTok, Jeff Bezos being heckled.
yes.
Everything-
So it's just
Everything
funny how
connects.
we make these connections. But from what they've said, a month in, because it was about mid-November when it was identified and reported to the World Health Organization. A month in, it seems to be a very mild strain. Like, people are not getting sick and dying from it. They said even though it is a month, it's hard to make final decisions about how aggressive it is. But they did say even at the month point, it is a very different story with Omicron compared to Delta in what they've seen so far. They're in very different places at the 1 month mark.
And then we had the Lambda variant, which just completely hasn't been, talked about at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
just
don't
kind of
even-
forgotten about
That
because
just kind of went away because I think Delta just dominated it.
yeah, took its place. Like, I could just imagine it just came in and she was like, here I am. But this is from NBC News. The title is Omicron versus T cells. Why scientists are banking on the immune system's memory. Even as antibody levels against the variant wane, the immune system may still be primed by vaccines or previous infections to remember the virus and get rid of it, easily. So, we have that going on. And it just talks about how it's says, but as the world waits for more data on the heavily mutated variant. So yeah, it's just like more mutated, and it's just like different, and I don't know. Have they said anything about like containing the cases and stuff like that?
So just because they don't know a lot about it yet, that's why everyone freaked out with like the travel restrictions.
Yeah.
But if it turns out to where this is a very diminished strain compared to what we've seen in like Delta and stuff like that, that it's just horribly ruthless against people. There's even people vaccinated that it's still saving them from death. But they're even having a tough time with Delta vaccinated. It's just a very nasty strain. But if this does turn out to be as mild as they say it is, I would see them letting it naturally spread because they want it to get rid of Delta. So that would be the natural course. If it does turn out that way, I would assume they'd let it spread and roll back on all those new restrictions. But that was just in case it ends up being worse than Delta. But it's not showing that right now.
Yeah.
So it's just all precautionary at this point. And even Dr. Fauci, who's always been the sound the alarm with everything, has even come out in the past week and agreed with the data that says it seems to be mild. And he still says it's too early to say definitively. But for him to come out and even give the statement that it is looking to be more mild, that's a big step.
Yeah. It's really weird to me, like, now that I think about it more, is like that there's just still these new variants, that keep like coming out, and they just, talk about them and everything, and like just how there's still like more of it, like it keeps mutating to like get us down more.
I mean, it's just scary.
It's like weird. Yeah, it's scary, and it's also just really weird. And I think Mother Nature is just like, she's telling us to chill. You know, chill with the earth, bro. Chill with the
With the
earth.
Now, I will say COVID is not mutating near the rate as influenza. I mean, there's trillions of flu strains, and that really kind of appeared in 1918. That was like the 1918 flu pandemic, Spanish flu. And I think this Omicron is, what, the 5th or 6th variant of COVID? And it's been 2 years?
Yeah.
So in 100 years, there's no way we're going to be over 16 trillion. You realize how big the number trillion is? I think what Mr. Sterling always uses as an analogy is, so when you're, I believe, 6 days old, you are 1,000,000 seconds old. When you're 1,000,000,000 seconds old, you're 32 years old. And a trillion is, of course, bigger than a billion. So that shows you the difference there and how slowly this is mutating compared to something like influenza.
And then this article says, let's see, in South Africa, where the first major outbreak of the variant was reported, Omicron is driving a sharp spike in cases, though it's still early. The increase in infections has not yet been associated with a surge in severe illness or hospitalizations. South Africa has had limited access to vaccines, and thus its population has significantly lower vaccination rates than the United States and Europe, but high levels of the natural immunity from infections in previous waves of the pandemic. So they have that going for them, which is terrible. The amount of trauma is just insane. And they've been through it a lot, especially with that whole article piece. So, yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Do you guys have anything to say?
No, I think that,
don't think
yeah,
so.
Could you imagine living like this with our masks?
we are.
Just like, well, like imagine for like the next like 10 years.
No.
No,
Like, how would you like just deal with it?
I wouldn't.
yeah.
Like you
At
you
that
just like
point,
start like
At that point, if
not
it
being able to breathe.
like goes that long, I'm just gonna be like, okay, if I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot wear this mask for 10 years.
Yeah, I could.
You're just
honestly, but,
resorting
like,
to natural selection if it
Yeah.
goes that long.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
It keeps me from wearing this mask for that long, then yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just rough. I can't take it anymore. Like, after this podcast, I'm gonna go home, take a fat nap, and I think that's what our viewers should do after watching this podcast. So
Yeah.
I agree.
let's wrap it up here, conclude everything, and see you in the next podcast, Bulldogs. Bye bye.